Good afternoon, everybody. Back again for another top fives for the ASX Exchange Traded Funds. It's our Horizon View. The date today is the 28th of February 2019, the last day of February. That month's gone very quickly. So top 5 percentage rises for today. We had 2.85%. Is our crude oil index. That one's hedged and synthetic oil. So at our physical platinum ETF, not a great percentage rise there. Next up we had OZF. OZF is our Spider S&P 200 ASX financial, but that excludes Australian REITs. And we had HAC. So HAC's the BetaShares Global Cybersecurity ETF. So tracks mainly stocks in the US, cyber stocks in the US. Then we had IWLD. IWLD, which is a new one for me today. That's the iShares Core MSCI World All Cap Index, big bucket. Invest in global index. Next up, we had our top 5 percentage falls. We had our MNRS, which is our gold miners ETF. That one's hedged. Less than 3% fall today on what I call is low volume. Bit over 10,000 through the market today. GDX. It's our VanEck gold miners again. So gold's a bit of a theme. Smaller fall today, but slightly bigger volume traded through that one. We had IZZ, which is our large cap Chinese stocks. HJPN, that's our ETF that tracks the Wisdom Tree Japan. That's a currency hedged one as well. Then we had HEUR, so Wisdom Tree ETF that tracks Europe. Top 5 percentage dollar rises. We had IVV, which is our iShares S&P 500 ETF, 2.8 billion under management roughly in that one. SPY, which is our Spider S&P 500 ETF, that one's a trust. So America theme today. IJH, another S&P tracker, but this one tracks the mid caps in the S&P index. Then we had our physical platinum ETF, and the next one up was our total US market ETF for Vanguard. Our top $5 falls for the day were IZZ, not a great deal of volume, and it was a relatively small change, 1.06%. Next up was our government inflation, so people are getting out of bonds and those type of instruments. Next up we had CETF, which is a China AMC SCI 300 ETF, so it's a synthetic ETF tracking the top 300 companies in China. GDX is our gold miners. So that one's a bit out of favour. Bit of volume run through that, not a great deal. Lastly, we had IAA, which is a new one for me. So that's the top 50 largest companies in Asia. So, not just China, that picks the top 50 throughout all Asia. So top 5 number of trades. So we're looking at our State Street Spider ETF again. So that one tracks the ASX top 200. Then we had VAS, which is our Australian Shares Index. Tracks the top 300 companies. After that, we had IVV, which is the iShares variant of the S&P 500 ETF. VTS. VTS is our total market ETF for the US market. And then we had BHY, which is Australian Shares High Yield Index. So if you're a dividend investor, could possibly be a good one to have a look at. Top 5 of volume. First up, we had AAA, which is our high interest cash ETF. No change in the price, but you had quite a bit of volume, 154,000 shares traded today. People looking for someone to park their cash. Then we had VAS, which is Australian Shares Index. That one tracks the top 300. The Vanguard. Then we had STW again, one of the bigger funds as well. Obviously that one tracks the ASX 200, top 200 as well. Then we had USD, which is the BetaShares US dollar ETF. That tracks against Australian dollar and price differential. Then we had IOZ, which is the iShares core S&P ASX 200, so another ASX 200 tracker. So lots of people piling into ASX 200 today, via volume anyway. Value, we had VAS again, so the bigger funds are going to have the bigger value again, so we'll just flick through that. So VAS, bit over $8 million traded today on that one. Then we had AAA, which is our high interest cash ETF, 1.3 billion under management in that ETF market cap. STW, which is a Spider ASX 200 ETF. Then we had IVV, which is a big ETF that tracks the iShares P500 in the States. Then we had Bill. Bill is a core cash ETF from iShares, which is another place to park your cash. So there's been a bit of movement into probably defensive, or people looking for another place to park their cash instead of having it in the bank. So you've had AAA and also Bill see quite a bit of value run through today. So once again, really educational purposes, these videos. So please do your extra research, and I'll be putting out some other things to help as well. Yeah, if you like what I'm doing, please like, share, subscribe, all those good things. Thanks.